your bags and move to Canada as a permanent resident. How to become a permanent resident in Canada. A step-by-step guide. If you're considering immigrating to Canada as a permanent resident, this video is for you. Canada is one of the most popular destinations for skilled workers, offering great opportunities, a high standard of living, and a clear pathway for permanent residency. Today, I'm going to walk you through the entire process in details, from eligibility requirements to submitting your express entry profile. If you're new here, my name is Nurse Rachel. I share information that help nurses and informative immigration update. So the first step is for you to have a valid passport. Before anything else, ensure you have a valid passport. Your passport is essential for all stages of your immigration process, from applying for language tests to submitting your express entry profile and receiving your confirmation of permanent residency. Step 2, identify your NOC code. Of course, after getting your passport, you need to ensure that you know your national occupation classification. So this is one of the initial steps you need to take. So the systems to category job based on skill type and level. This is crucial because express entry is primarily designed for skilled workers. You can find your NOC code by searching the official Canadian government website. Make sure your job duties closely match those listed under the NOC code provided on the government website, as this is important during your application. Step 3, you need to calculate your CRS score, which is always known as the Comprehensive Ranking System. The Comprehensive Ranking System score determines your eligibility in the express entry pool. Your score is based on factors like age, education, work experience, language proficiency, and more. Several free CRS calculators are available online that can help you estimate your score before you even begin your process. The higher your score, the better your chances of receiving an invitation to apply, which is also known as ITA for the permanent residency. Step 4 on this process is your educational credential verification. Of course, you need to verify your document before you start this process. Get your educational credentials verified. If you completed your education outside of Canada, of course, you need a verification. You need an educational credential assessment, which is also known as ECA. This is to prove that your qualifications are equivalent to Canadian standards. Organizations that can provide ECA includes WES, World Education Services, International Credential Assessment Service of Canada, which is also known as ICAS. International Qualifications Assessment Services, which is also known as IQAS. Comprehensive Education Service, which is also known as CES. The organization you would choose depends on your profession and specific requirements. Some regulated professionals may require assessment from specific bodies. Step 5, take a language test. This is the most important part because Canada requires proof of language proficiency in English or French. For English, you need to take IELTS General. IELTS General is the most preferred for the express entry. For French, you can take the TEF Canada or TCF Canada exam. High scores in language tests can significantly boost your CRS score. I always talk about this. So it's worth preparing thoroughly to get the best result possible. The next step is for you to create your express entry profile once you have all the documents and requirements gathered together. Once you have all your documents ready, it's time to create your express entry profile. Improve your scores if there is need for that. If your CRS score is low, you can take a few steps to improve it. So you can retake your language test if you think you can get a higher score. Gain more work experience if you qualify for more CRS points. Pursue further education to increase your point for educational qualifications. Secure a provincial nomination through the provincial nomination programs, which can add at least 600 points to your CRS score. After this is done, you would receive an invitation to apply, which is also known as ITA. If you meet the cutoff in a Canadian express entry draw, you would receive an invitation to apply for permanent residence. You typically have about 60 days to submit a complete PR application. Submit your PR application. Once you receive an ITA, you need to provide supporting document like your passport, your educational credentials, proof of work experience, police certificates, medical results, medical examination results, pay the necessary fees, submit your application through the IRCC online portal, and wait for the final decision for your PR application. The processing time is usually different depending on who is handling your application. The final processing time vary, but it typically takes about 6 months or less for express entry application. If approved, you would receive a confirmation of permanent residency, which is also known as COPR, and a permanent residency visa if applicable. The next step is for you to pack your bags and move to Canada as a permanent resident once you receive all these documents. Once you have your COPR, you can travel to Canada and complete your landing process. You'll receive your permanent residency card, which allows you to live and work in Canada indefinitely. The final tips for this process is for you to stay updated on express entry draws, trend, and cutoff scores. This is very important because you need to stay updated to information relating your express entry application. Consider applying through a provincial nominee program, which is also known as PMP, for additional points. Be honest in your application. This is very important to avoid any issues with misrepresentation. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more immigration tips. And let me know in the comment section if you have any question. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye now.